Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from Glendale. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open man, left side, he's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, Love. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Packers first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. Back to throw is Love. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down and 8. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On first down, it's Love. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. 17 touchdowns now on the year. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And this will be a Cardinals first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. 17 yards on that play. It's an Arizona first down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Here's a design run, and he will take it in himself. James Cook, touchdown, Arizona. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first and 10. On play action, Love. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Love.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Inside the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. Second down and 3. To throw is Love. Gets it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it. A touchdown apiece. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. McBride is the motion man. Williams to throw on 2nd down. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. They send him right out of the slot. 3rd and long. Here's Williams. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense.
At the 47-yard line.
First and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
They'll send him over to the left. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's Love to throw. That complete to Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Love. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Love to throw it on 1st down. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A 2nd down throw for Love. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will score. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Packers.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. run out of the gun with Cook. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here comes 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Love. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over at their own 15. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's going to take a shot down the field.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He's going to try it here again. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Wisconsin.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. On second down, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is...
To the end zone. It's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Slot receiver, headed right. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, it's Williams. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's good.
Throwing is Williams. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Sending a receiver right. A carry for Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cardinals cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
That one over the back line of the end zone. The touchback means the drive will start at the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That one on target to Watson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Here's Seibert now for the point after. He's got it, and the Packers will extend this third quarter lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Now Williams. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. He's got 19 on the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
To throw is Williams. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's Caught downfield by McBride. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Here's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Throwing again, Williams. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And third down coming up. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So, after two straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Williams to the air once more. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're
in trouble, and down he goes.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
McBride is the motion man. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He's to the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Love to throw it on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Packers. Seibert out now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers stretch things out even further. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll go play action here with Williams. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Going up top. That's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He's got it at the 7. And he'll be taken down.
And up until this point,
so it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Here's Cook. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. This one popped in the air and intercepted. He gets free, accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick six.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick six here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Williams now to throw. Off he goes.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
He'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he will wisely just get rid of this one. And set up second and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for two. Throwing is Williams. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They send a receiver in motion left. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass works to perfection. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 36 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his big tight end, Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
On first and 10, it's Williams. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On first down, it's Love. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
First down, Packers.
Love. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. A big gainer for Green Bay. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drive.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Williams to the air once more. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Packers first down.
They'll go play action with Love. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers.